say to women directly, not policymakers, but young women who are at that threshold of making a career choice, why they should be entrepreneurs and who are some of the role models they should look up?
Well, I don't think entrepreneurship is for everybody, but I think there are a lot of young women who are extremely entrepreneurial, creative, innovative, have an idea. You only need a market niche to identify what is a service that isn't being provided today. What is a product that could answer a need where there is a potential market? You know, one of the things that is so interesting is when you look at so many things that have been created, somebody thought of that and then was able, with a lot of stick-to-itness, to get the training that she needed to be able to put a business plan together, to figure out what kind of financial resources she needed to then take it to that level of a potential business. And I think today, like no time, is a really good time because women comprise the consumer market today. The Boston Consulting Group has shown that it is growing by the trillions and trillions of dollars. I think by next year it's something like $24 trillion. As The Economist magazine said, it's not China, it's not India, it's women. And for young women today to think not only about prospective opportunities to sell to women, but also to sell more significantly to everybody, young people, older people. And if you look at some of the great innovations that have occurred, they've occurred because somebody had an idea and then went forward with that idea. But there's a lot of risk in entrepreneurship. You have to really believe in yourself, you have to believe in your idea, and then you have to really work hard to take it to that next place. But most people who try, even those who try and fail, try again, because there is something about it that is extremely rewarding, and knowing that this is something you have done yourself. I mean, you deal with a lot of students. You know that spark. And I bet you know a lot of them who've turned into some very extraordinary small businesses that are growing.
Yes, it is amazing to watch.
And now with the internet, there's all kinds of new businesses that are being created using the internet, where you've got virtual stores. You don't even have to create the store, the physical space. I know many young women, for example, who have created these wonderful shop-ups on the internet that are highly successful.
You don't even have to do that anymore. We have Facebook, and people are shopping on Facebook now. It's absolutely incredible what's going on.
So I say go for it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no time like this time, and there's nothing to be lost by it, and there's everything to be gained.
And one more thing. Since you were describing the qualities that take to be an entrepreneur, would you consider yourself an entrepreneur in the public sector?
I think I'm a social entrepreneur. As my husband said, I wouldn't know what to do as a business entrepreneur. But as a social entrepreneur, that's what I've had to do. And it's always to think creatively, to see a problem and not go like this and say, why does this happen? But to really say, why not? Why can't I fix it? And then to work at fixing it. That's what I think social entrepreneurs do. And they're working, again, to meet some of the toughest challenges around the world. And a lot of business schools today, which is something you probably know, are working both with social entrepreneurs and economic entrepreneurs. And that's an exciting mix, because you really need the same kind of strategies in some ways in both.
Yes, and we have actually coming tonight is one of the publishers of Muhammad Yunus's books here in Polish.
Wow.
She's coming tonight. She's going to meet me in a few
And
hours.
he has created social businesses. So you not only have social entrepreneurs and economic entrepreneurs, you have something that's a hybrid from both of these, which is called social business, which is something that Muhammad Yunus has done, where you create a business to address a social problem, You don't make a profit. You make a profit, but you don't take that profit out. You invest it back in the business. And what he says is most business people would not necessarily want, if they had the option, to just make a charitable contribution. Because they're business people, because they're very talented, they would prefer to set up a business, not take out the profits, but keep putting it into the business, solving a social problem. Social businesses are great.
It's my PhD thesis, so you couldn't make me happier
Oh,
by telling
good.
my
I didn't
students
even
that.
know that.
Yes.